That first, warm cup of coffee in the morning is more than just a drink. For so many of us, it's a ritual. It's the quiet moment before the world wakes up, a comforting aroma that signals the start of a new day. But as we move through our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we sometimes notice a quiet, unwelcome whisper from our bodies. A new ache in the hip after gardening, a twinge of worry when stepping off a curb, a subtle feeling of fragility that wasn't there before. We often dismiss these feelings as just getting older. But that beloved morning ritual and this quiet fear might be more connected than you think. Today, we're going to transform that worry into wisdom. Hello, beautiful ladies. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've had the privilege of helping women, just like you, navigate the changes in their bodies with clarity and compassion. This is a space for real conversations about our health, free from judgment and full of support. If that sounds like what you've been looking for, I invite you to subscribe and become part of our growing community. And I would so love to know who I'm speaking with today. Tell me in the comments. Where are you watching from? I truly love knowing where this wonderful community of strong women comes together from all around the world. Now let's talk about that coffee. The title of this video might have felt a little alarming, and I want to put your mind at ease right away. I am not going to tell you to give up your cherished morning cup. Instead, we're going to understand its relationship with our bodies, specifically with our bones, so you can continue to enjoy it with confidence and care. We are going to focus on simple, powerful adjustments that protect the very framework of your body. The first thing we need to understand is what I call the calcium exit. It's the direct, scientific link between caffeine and our bone health. The struggle here is a quiet one. It doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of a small daily habit that adds up over decades. You feel fine, you enjoy your coffee maybe 2 or 3 cups a day, and you never think twice about it. But deep within your bones, a tiny, almost imperceptible transaction is taking place. I think of a patient of mine, a wonderful woman named Carol. Carol is 68, a passionate gardener, and she swears her 2 morning coffees are what give her the energy to tend to her prize-winning roses. Last spring, she slipped on a patch of wet grass. Not a dramatic fall, just a simple slip, but it resulted in a hairline fracture in her wrist. She was shocked. "I feel strong, Emily," she told me, her voice filled with confusion. How could something so small break a bone? Carol was doing so much right, eating well, staying active, but she was unaware of the small, daily withdrawal she was making from her body's calcium bank. Here's the science made simple. Think of your kidneys as the busy, diligent gatekeepers of your body's minerals. They work around the clock to decide what to keep and what to let go of. When you drink coffee, the caffeine gives these gatekeepers a little nudge, making them slightly less strict. This nudge causes them to let a small amount of extra calcium slip through the gates and leave your body through your urine. Now, the amount of calcium lost from 1 cup of coffee is tiny, only about 4 to 6 milligrams. Doesn't sound like much, but if you drink 3 cups a day every day for 20 years, you can see how this small daily exit adds up to a significant withdrawal over time. For women over 60, whose bone density is already a primary concern after menopause, stopping even these small, unnecessary leaks is crucial. So, here is the simple, powerful solution for Carol and for you. It's not about eliminating coffee, it's about timing. Many of us take our morning supplements, our multivitamin, our calcium, our vitamin D with our breakfast, often alongside our coffee. This is the one change I want you to make. Do not take your calcium supplement with your coffee. The caffeine interferes with its absorption in your gut, and it encourages its exit through your kidneys. The solution is to create a 1-hour buffer. Enjoy your morning coffee, savor that ritual. Then wait at least 1 hour before you take your calcium and vitamin D supplements. This small change in timing ensures that the calcium you are mindfully putting into your body isn't being immediately ushered out by your coffee. The tangible benefit here is peace of mind. It's the feeling of taking back control. You get to keep the ritual you love, while making a sophisticated, informed choice that honors and protects your body. This is empowerment. It's knowing that you are no longer unknowingly contributing to bone loss, but are actively, simply, and effectively supporting your own strength. Next, let's talk about creating a bone-friendly buffer. This addresses the issue of acidity in the body. The real-world struggle here is that feeling of doing everything right, yet still feeling like something is off. You're eating your salads, you're avoiding junk food, but you might have a nagging sense of low-grade inflammation or itchiness. I remember a client named Susan, a retired schoolteacher in her early 70s. She drank her coffee black. "No cream, no sugar for me," she'd say proudly. "I'm being healthy." She was incredibly disciplined, but she complained of persistent joint stiffness and a general feeling that her body was, in her words, unsettled. She couldn't understand why, despite her clean diet, she didn't feel as vibrant as she hoped. Let's look at the science behind this. Our bodies work tirelessly to maintain a very specific, slightly alkaline pH balance in our blood. It's not something we have to think about. It's an automatic, life-sustaining process. However, some foods and drinks, including coffee, are acidic. When we consume them, the body needs to buffer that acidity to maintain its delicate balance. And where does it find the perfect buffering agent? It turns to its alkaline mineral reserves. The largest reserve of alkaline minerals in your entire body is your skeleton, which is rich in calcium phosphate. So, if your body constantly needs to neutralize acid, it may make tiny withdrawals from your bones to do the job. Over time, this can be another factor that contributes to weakening your bone matrix. The solution is wonderfully simple and even a little indulgent. It's about smart pairing. You can create a buffer right in your cup or on your plate. Instead of drinking your coffee black, as Susan did, add a generous splash of organic dairy milk or a calcium-fortified plant-based milk like almond or soy milk. This adds calcium and protein right alongside the coffee, giving your body the minerals it needs for buffering without having to dip into your bone reserves. If you prefer your coffee black, consider pairing it with a small, bone-friendly snack. A small handful of almonds, a cube of cheese, or a spoonful of plain yogurt on the side can provide that immediate alkaline buffer. By doing this, you transform your coffee from a potentially depleting drink into a neutral, or even a bone-supporting moment. The benefit is a feeling of internal harmony. You are actively reducing the acid load on your system, which can help with everything from joint comfort to overall vitality. You're telling your body, "I've got you. You don't need to borrow from my bones today." This is how you build a resilient, well-nourished body, not through deprivation, but through intelligent, loving additions. Finally, and this is perhaps the most important point of all, we must look beyond calcium alone and assemble the bone-building dream team. The struggle here is the frustration and confusion that comes when you think you're doing the right thing, but it's still not enough. You're diligently taking a calcium pill every day, but your bone density scan still comes back with disappointing news. Can feel like you're failing, but I am here to tell you that you are not. You just haven't been given the whole story. Let me tell you about Margaret. At 72, Margaret was the definition of diligent. She had her pill organizer, and her calcium supplement was the first one she took every single day without fail. When her doctor expressed concern that her bone density was still declining, she felt utterly defeated. "But I take 1,200 milligrams of calcium every day, just like they told me to," she said, holding back tears. "What more can I do?" Margaret's story is so common because we've been taught to focus almost exclusively on calcium. But the science shows us that calcium is just one player on a much larger team. Think of building a strong brick wall. Calcium is the bricks, absolutely essential. But bricks alone just make a pile. You need other things. You need vitamin D, which acts as the foreman on the construction site. Vitamin D is what allows your body to absorb the calcium from your intestines and get it into your bloodstream in the first place. Without enough vitamin D, most of the calcium you consume just passes right through you. Then you need magnesium. Magnesium is the mortar that holds the bricks together. It helps convert vitamin D into its active form and is critical for the structure of the bone itself. Many women are deficient in magnesium and don't even know it. Finally, there's a lesser-known but crucial player, vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is the traffic cop. Its job is to direct the calcium out of your bloodstream and soft tissues, where it can cause problems like arterial calcification, and deposit it directly into your bones where it belongs. You can be taking all the calcium in the world, but without the foreman, the mortar, and the traffic cop, the bricks won't end up building a strong wall. The solution is to nourish the entire team. First, ensure you're getting enough vitamin D. For many of us, especially in cooler climates, that means safe sun exposure when possible and very often supplementation. Second, bring in magnesium-rich foods like leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate. Third, incorporate sources of vitamin K2, which are found in fermented foods like natto, certain cheeses like Gouda and Brie, and grass-fed dairy products. You must, of course, speak with your own doctor or a registered dietitian before starting any new supplement regimen to determine the right doses for your unique body. The benefit of this holistic approach is true bone security. You move beyond just taking a pill and start building a deeply resilient skeletal system. You are creating a body that is not just patched up, but fundamentally strong from the inside out. This is the ultimate act of self-care. Understanding and providing what your body truly needs to thrive for all the years to come. So you see, this was never about taking away your coffee. It was about empowering you with the knowledge to make that beloved ritual a part of a larger strategy for a strong, vibrant, and resilient life. It's about transforming fear into action and confusion into clarity. You are not fragile. You are wise. You are not declining. You are evolving. The body you have today has carried you through a lifetime of experiences, and it deserves your wisdom, your attention, and your deepest compassion. I want you to leave our time together today feeling hopeful and capable. You have the power to protect your bones, to support your health, and to continue living a full and beautiful life. Please continue this conversation in the comments. Share one small change you might make after hearing this. Your stories and insights inspire us all. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Be well and remember to be kind to yourself.